Hello, everyone. Sheriff Mark Dannels here. I want to give an update on funeral escorts. We live in a very rich veteran community where, by statute, the sheriff has the authority for funeral escorts. So I've empowered our sheriff's assist team. That's why you see sheriff's cars throughout Cochise County escorting our veterans to their final rest and others. I want to go over some of the laws when it comes to funeral escorts. And if you're part of a funeral procession, you need to have your headlights on. That's one of the rules and laws. Second of all, you have to, by law, yield to funeral escorts. Let's just say it's out of respect. Under ARS 28776, it defines the rules of funeral escorts. I encourage you to go read that online. If you fail to yield, or you cut into a funeral escort and cut in or cut traffic or slow traffic or whatever you're doing to interfere with that procession, that is a violation of law. So I share that with you, not that we're having a big problem with it, but just to show respect in our community. Over 350 veterans, my sheriff's assist team, this office has escorted to their final rest. I think it's honorary. I think it's the right thing to do for what they've done for our country and beyond. So please, let's give them the courtesy and respect when we see a funeral escort or any family member out there and they lose a loved one, that we show respect to them and that we obey the law, and let's all yield to our funeral escorts. And now I want to turn over to Commander John Black. John Black is a retired colonel from the U.S. Army, spent many years working for our federal government, and John is the commander that oversees my volunteer corps to include funeral escorts, and he's done an amazing job. He's going to share the formalities of what they do and what they see when it comes to funeral escorts. John, it's all yours.
So what do you do if you see a funeral coming up the road? Well, our lights will be on, our marked cars. We'll be using sirens at intersections. When they take over an intersection, you're not going to be there very long, maybe a minute or two until the funeral passes through where you are. Another thing that we do is we leave the right-hand lane vacant. That's because if we have to take vehicles from the back of the escort and jump them ahead to another intersection, we need that lane open. We'll be blocking intersections. Just wait patiently and adhere to the instructions of whoever is at that intersection in a uniform giving you instructions. As we get closer to the cemetery, the sheriff's vehicles will be in back of the procession. Just slow down and follow the end. As soon as we turn into the cemetery, you'll be clear to go. If you have a loved one that has passed away and is a veteran, and you consider having a funeral escort to their last resting place, talk to the people at the funeral home. They know all the procedures and have all the guidelines as to what needs to be done for you to request that and it actually happen.